Okay. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Oh my gosh, you're going to be so glad you caught this on the recording and, of course, live. We typically want to start with a little bit of feet in the sand and get your input. But in the appreciation of this being a holiday and appreciation of you and your family and your time, we're going to rely on the beach in these next couple of weeks. So, knowing that, did you know there's only 4 left? Oh my golly, this is week 9. Honey, how come you're hiding? Yeah, I know, huh? So week 9 out of 13, meaning we really only have 4 more different little gatherings like this. So let's get right to it. We've been talking about what? Presentations. We've been talking about, this is our review. We talked about our top 3 reasons why we believe in Scentsy. And didn't you love the posts? I loved them. Yeah. Did any of them stand out to you? Because what I liked is how many people talked about Orville and Heidi and how that really does matter.
Well,
our ownership.
Two things stood out to me. One was just a true passion for the product and the quality that we get in the products, and I know how they bring out emotions and things like that. So I just think that. I think any good business starts with a really solid product and product line that people really see value in. So that stood out to me. And then the other part that really stood out to me was the culture of Scentsy being a family-oriented business for all of us, and that we feel like we're part of a family, like we're part of a team, and we're part of we're an extension of Orville and Heidi and of what Scentsy is as a business. So I think those show me really strong staying power, staying power in that they have, over, what is it now? 14 years? How?
Oh, 4. So going on, it'll be 14 years in July.
So 14 years in July, how they've continued to innovate and improve on the quality and uniqueness of the product. I thought, well, how many warmers can we possibly sell before every person in the entire country has all the warmers they would ever need? And yet I'm constantly amazed. We just finished the Christmas show, in a local town here in Canyon County, and just continues to blow my mind how much warmers and wax, and then the new products, how they're taking off, and now we have bath bombs, and so just the product, and then the culture of family. It just gives me a high degree of confidence in not only what we're doing, but where we're going and how solid our futures are going forward.
Which hopefully when you really did the cows, and if you haven't yet, don't be too hard on yourself. Get caught up. You can still do it. And there's only 4 more weeks. And then after that, go cray, making sure that you're making all of your holiday lists happen. This is way more important.
Hi, Lori. Happy Thanksgiving to you and everybody listening on the recording.
So when you wrote down the list of your favorite products, or your favorite products and your favorite reasons why you are a Scentsy consultant, and then your best value, that plays right into tonight. And hopefully you guys kind of got the conversations going with your small group chats. How do I do this?
Next slide.
Yes, please. We're on the laptop, so it's a little bit different for me.
I'm gonna close the chat,
but we can see it when you do a comment. So we'll post on it if we don't answer right away.
I'm a little concerned that sometimes it seems like it goes over the slide content and people aren't able to see the slide content. So I shut down the chat. So hopefully that helps.
Oh, so this week is You Bet It's sponsoring. It's done through the presentation, though. Remember how we talked about, we've been talking about our branding and our story, and the party really could be the presentation, and how important it is that we talk about getting more parties booked at parties, or hosted activities booked at hosted activities, and sponsoring. Well, here it all is, you guys. So let's go right to it. Slide number 1. This is all about powerful booking and sponsoring tools. Well, I know it says sponsoring, but I really highlighted the presentation, partly because I thought there was going to be 2 weeks of presentation, so my bad, because I really went on presentation, but that's okay. You're going to get some sponsoring nuggets. And can I
is this
just
supposed to be all about presentation?
Mhm. Well, maybe not.
We did the last 2 weeks on presentation.
Oh, I don't know. I just remember saying we were going to talk about the party. The party is the party. The party is the game. That's what I meant.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what this all plays into all of it. So knowing that, I just want to remind you that just because it's something that you hear from Ken and I doesn't mean it's the only way or that it has to be the best way. It just happens to be a way that works for us. And I told you, we're constantly changing. And I know I do different party presentations all the time because I want to continue to enjoy it. And so I got to keep the change going. So the most powerful in booking and sponsoring tool. Do you have any idea what you think that is? What do you think your very most powerful booking and sponsoring tool is? Hands down, we all have one. Every one of us. Yeah. You do. And if you don't believe it, get to your triangle, the belief triangle. What are you going to do to get yourself there? Because once you have this powerful booking and sponsoring tool, the party becomes very intentional and very purposeful. Do you have a thought on that, honey? You're looking at me like,
I'm not sure what it is.
The answer is you're passionate.
Wait. Somebody posted on the chat. My story.
Yay! I know. Good job, Lori. It is. It's your passionate story. Do you remember this cow where we were to fill out our personal brand worksheet? Yeah, not just busy work. If you haven't done it, get her done because that is going to help you with your passionate story. I'm telling you, when you figure out how to put your story into your presentation, timing will be everything and all substance of your business will be covered. You know how we've been talking about, hey, what's an outline for your presentation? Well, it was surprising. Not many of us do presentation outline. I do a lot now. I don't know how much I did in the beginning or knew that what I was doing. But if you don't have some kind of outline that walks you through exactly what you're going to say, you're going to forget something. So if we base it all around our story, then we will share it because in your presentation, meaning at your hosted activity, that's what I'm talking about in a presentation. When I say timing is everything, you don't want to give them too much too soon. You don't want to share your story too late. You don't want it to be something that is rushed because it's so powerful.
Or not authentic.
You want to break that story into an opening and close, and that's what you see right there. The opening and close of your party. So I'm going to walk you through the steps that I've used because of other different trainings and learnings and stuff that I've gotten. But I really think it's important that you break your story down in these little chunks to digest it. And this is one of the great things we got from Accelerated Leadership is how powerful it is for us to relate to our audience. We want to build that relationship and we're going to do it through our story. So beginning. So there's a beginning, there's a middle, and an end of your presentation. Okay, and keep in mind, I know it says sponsoring. We are going to be tackling sponsoring. And remember, we started with sponsoring. So we are covering because it seems to be the biggest challenge, right, honey? When we did our surveys to find out, you know, what people wanted.
Well, and we have an incentive group earning the annual incentive, and that again there it shows up where sponsoring seems to be a big challenge for people. So this is a really important topic that heads us down that path of conquering that challenge.
So what I did is I made notes because I literally do have an outline. And remember I said that right now I could fit it all on a card. Right, this right here is a full sheet of paper from my party last month. I literally printed this so you could see. I still do an outline. I will reference it when I'm not in the conversation, when I do in my show and share, because I don't want to forget anything. And pretty soon, I don't need this anymore. I mean, I have an index card now that I use, but I started with this. Some of you might prefer a notebook or folder, but the important thing is don't just wing it. Your story is so powerful, and when you get it down with intent, your sponsoring and booking is going to become amazingly natural. So it's going to be second nature, but it's going to have to start with an outline of some sort. I feel like you had something to say to me just now. Okay, so the beginning.
I think it's like it reminds me a little bit of having to write like essays and documents for
training,
for
learning.
Classes. No, I'm thinking of school where, you know, they would teach you in your English class that you had to have a good opening, a good middle, and a good ending.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, so, and that they all tied together and they had meaning to them. So I think, you know, the important part that Danette's making here is that you plan a little bit, right? You really kind of have it, you're purposeful in how you're going to go about this in a way that's going to get you what you are desiring from your efforts here.
Okay, so I literally have this written out, and I know I might talk fast. You can record, you get to listen to the recording and stop and pause it. But I'm going to give you an idea of what I share at my socials, at my hosted activities. And literally, I just have bullets, but I can walk you through it as if you're my audience. And you know what? Nobody ever said it was wrong if you ever had to glance down at a note or something. So what? You're professional. So what? That's duplicatable. So just get comfortable with it, because then you'll flow through it more naturally. Okay, so this is my welcoming at the very, 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 very beginning of my presentation. And I might say something like, hey, welcome everyone. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Danette, and I have been with Scentsy for, let's see, it was 12 years now. And oh my gosh, I love my job. But enough about me. I'm going to tell you more about me later. So notice how I didn't go blah, 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 and tell them everything right then, because I am trying to pull my audience in and build this relationship. So I want to bring it out naturally, as if we were on the sidelines of a soccer game somewhere out in Black Friday shopping land, and it just happened to come up. So I am there now, but I wasn't without my outline or my notes, okay? So right now, this is me continuing. Sorry, I hope I don't do too many side notes to confuse you. Okay, right now, I just want to take a minute to thank our host, Lori. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for inviting me into your home, or thank you so much for inviting your friends and family over to my home. Because there's nothing more exciting and fun for me to show off some of our most fabulous Scentsy products. Every one of you here tonight or today is going to have the opportunity to try all of these before you even purchase them. And you know, without wonderful hosts like you, Lori, I wouldn't be here having fun with you right now. So I want to thank you for inviting me, and thank you for inviting all of your friends. And Lori, hey, I have a question. Do you kind of like getting things free? Do you like gifts and presents? Well, side note, what host is going to go, no. So be comfortable in how you ask that question. So then I go right in and say, well, great, because I love to spoil my hosts. And as a matter of fact, I skipped a line, sorry, because I'm reading it. To say thank you in a super special way with Scentsy, I'm going to shower you with free gifts and half-price products all night long, right? All right, here's one to start you off, Lori. And so what I'll do is I'll give her one of those 3 products. Remember how we set up her party plan on the party plan page? And then I get her most favorites, and then I coached her to share her 3 most favorite things, and I highlight them on the page, and then I encourage her. Well, I give her one of those free things at her live hosted activity. If you're doing a Facebook event live, you can easily do it too. You'll just ship it to her, okay? So I will give you one of those 3. And I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to start by right now. I'm going to give you blah, blah, blah. If you don't know what it is, give them a warmer of the month. And that's okay, because the warmer of the month is always a hot commodity, and it's something new. And if you have multiple guests booking parties from a host in the previous month, and they're all they all seem to go to the same shares or same hosted activities, that warmer of the month is divine, because it's different every single month. So I highlight that I'm going to spoil you, and here to start it off, I'm going to give you this gift right here, and then I'm going to explain it why. And then I'm going to say, a lot of the times, I don't go to a share without showing the warmer of the month. Then I'm going to say, especially if the warmer of the month was her favorite. And speaking of favorites, the warmer of the month, it's a favorite among my hosts. Or don't say that if it's not true, but it really is true for me, so I'm just telling you that. It's a favorite among my hosts. And a matter of fact, many of my hosts will book multiple shows throughout the year just so they can collect as many of those warmers as they can at a discount. This warmer is so fun because, and then you just go on and describe it. Au naturel. Then make sure, and I'm looking at you as my guests and my audiences in Lori's crowd, make sure that you really pay attention to all the great gifts that Lori is going to get this evening. Because when you decide to book your party or host your super fun Scentsy social, I promise you, I'm going to spoil you the exact same way because it's what we do. So, one more thing. I want you to watch and see how much fun I'm having here tonight. And I want you to know that I feel so grateful and so lucky to get to work with such wonderful people like Lori as my host, as Susie as my host, and with amazing team members that we have all around the globe. However you want to word that, I just am so grateful. I just have this enormous gratitude for the wonderful team of men and women right here in Meridian, Idaho, Boise, Idaho, Canada, wherever you are. And I want to highlight this area because then I'm going to say we're looking for people right now. Oh my gosh, it has been so fun this holiday season. We're always looking for more people in our area. People might be interested in just earning a little bit of income. Maybe they just want a part-time income, maybe full-time income, or what I like to call career time income. So I just invite you to watch what we're doing here tonight, watch how much fun I'm having, and watch just how easy it is. And then later, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask me any questions you want about my business and how it all works. So let's get to showing. And then I go into a shop and share. So this is the middle of your presentation. You know what? I do a shop and share. I don't play a game anymore because we talk about passion. Don't take that for granted. I'm to the point now where I just love home shares so much, and I have the system down because of my outline. I'm reading a little bit off of my outline to you guys right now and still trying to include you, just so I give you the right verbiage, because when I'm in front of people, there's that energy that will come natural, so I don't have to use this as much. But I'm telling you, I don't do games anymore at this point of my presentation season because I love the shop and share. And the shop and share is simply letting them go smell and letting them go free and have them do all of their sniffing and touching and feeling and all of that. So I have a little bit of share that I want to give on how do you kind of get yourself mingling and weave yourself into these conversations, okay? This is all about trying to get bookings and sponsoring. So I'm not going to just come right out and just say, who would like to join? Who would like to book? Did you see the little seed I just planted in how I said, watch what I'm doing, watch how much fun it is? And then I also said, hey, pay attention because I'm going to spoil you too when you decide to do a super fun Scentsy social. Okay, did you see that part? So now I'm going to go into this intentional, now you're letting them go shop and share. So why do they go shop and share and they touch and feel everything? You got to make yourself available. You are mingling. Absolutely. If it's more comfortable for you, play games. I did because it got me more knowledgeable about my product and my customers. That's how I got comfortable with it. I'm not saying I'm never going to do a game, and I'm not saying I never play a game. Right here in my middle, in my guts, I'm being very intentional with how I'm sharing my story. So I want to get into their little world by walking over to them and talking with them. This is all about your guest interactions. You are going to make yourself in their world. My favorite thing is when they're smelling and you say, oh my gosh, did you know you can mix? And then you go on from there. Oh, really? What does that remind you of? No way. Really? You went to Boise High? Me too. How long ago? Etc. So the whole important is in the middle part, you're going to weave. So now I'm going to read a little bit of some, literally, you can even see this on I have all these messages written up. These are interactions for me to practice. I have a script. No, you don't have to read off that. I don't have the script when I'm doing my presentations. But I want to demonstrate and talk about products, interact with them, let them ask questions. This could be you showing off everything, asking them questions, getting them involved with your passion and energy. That's the game. Okay, here's some examples. This is, I don't know how else to say it. I think the easiest way to think about booking and sponsoring messages is to simply walk up to the guests at your hosted activity and state obvious comments. Okay, so here's a few. Wow, you're a natural, Sarah, with sharing these products you love. hey, you know what? One reason that people host parties is to earn products like this for free. And then you go on. I mean, I just shared that. My watch, I should take it off. It talks to me.
Get you animated.
I know, huh? Okay, here's another one. Oh my gosh, you look like you're having fun. Did you know that you can host a quick party just like this in your work break room? It's a great way to spend lunchtime, actually, and women love to shop at work. Oh, you and your friends like you're having a blast. Hey, you might want to bring your spouses next time. You may not know this, but couples parties are a great way to spend a Friday or Saturday night with your friends. Just saying, it could be fun. Hey, you seem to know and love every product and scent. Oh my gosh. One of the best things about hosting one of our parties is that you never miss out on getting and seeing all the smells and all of our latest scents and seeing the latest specials and touching the textures and feeling it. Oh my. Or, wow, Bertha, you did an amazing job selling the products to everyone here tonight. My goodness. Did you know when you book your own party tonight that you're going to get free and half-price products of your very own? I mean, you're already a natural. It just came so simple to you. Or Sally, you've been a huge help tonight, sharing all your love and your experience with everyone in the room. I just love how you share Scentsy. Well, now that you have it down, hey, let's have a little get-together at your house next time with your friends. Why not? Or Tony, you are the life of this party tonight. I can't wait to bring the party to your house next. Okay, everyone, who is going to come to Tony's party? Because, you know, this will obviously help Tony decide to make the party his or her own, right? Okay, so those are some interactive booking messages or booking ideas. Here's some sponsoring ones. I know I'm talking fast, but you can listen to the recording and pause it, okay? All right. So, stating the obvious, this is when you're interacting. This is when you're mingling. This is why I don't think you need a game if you're getting into those worlds. You know why? Because people are social by nature. We love to learn about others.
Scentsy's product is social by nature, too,
isn't
right?
It?
Yeah.
Did you know you don't even have to talk hardly at a Scentsy party, really? Because every time you open that bar, isn't it not just inviting these answers? Oh my gosh, that reminds me of our, oh, what does that smell like? You didn't even have to talk. So that's a beautiful thing about our product. Okay, so here's some sponsoring little conversations. And no, they don't have to go. I mean, yeah, you might look up at the sky at a few of them. I'm telling you, just get the idea that you want to practice them so they just flow right off of your tongue at your hosted activity shared bits. Okay. So do you see how simple my job is? You're doing all the hard work here tonight, and I am just facilitating the fun. So, see, anyone can do my job. That's a generic broad comment. Wow, Nancy, you are amazing at selling the products to your friends. Remember how I just said that about you can get her together to host a party? Well, do you see how easy it is? You would be so fabulous at this. I just complimented her. You bet I'm going to go deeper into the conversation and the joint conversation and maybe invite her to coffee when she checks out. I'm planting on. Did you see how so far all they know I've been with Scentsy for 12 years. I haven't said anything else. I'm just mingling with them. I'm making this all about them by getting into their world, complimenting them. Remember, the best way to do it is just to go right up to them and state the obvious. Oh, yeah.
So, and if, find what is interesting for you as an introductory statement. I mean, not everybody can say, hey, I've been with Scentsy for 12 years. But certainly you could say something like, I have just an incredible passion for these products, and I'm just really excited to be here to sharing them with you. So
But enough about me, more later. You don't want to give too much too soon.
But the idea being that you are authentically sharing something. I mean, for Danette and us, authentically, we can say we've been doing this for 12 years. You might not be able to say that, but you can find something that's authentic to you.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's say there's another person at your hosted activity, and you go up to her and you say, thank you for sharing the love of our products and experiences with your friends tonight. Oh my gosh, you weren't even the host. I bet you didn't even know that having fun like this can earn some serious money. About whatever. Don't make it up. What is this party going to make? Is about $60 a night? Is about $25 a night? Is it $200 a night? I'm telling you, sometimes they need to hear that. I try to make that. I plant a financial seed at every single event. So how about this one? You talked earlier about being so overscheduled. Oh, I love that one, by the way. I love my job because it's easy to fit around my schedule. Gosh, that's a huge bonus. Okay. What about, hey, you and your friends seem to love all of our products. Oh my gosh, you can see how easy it is to sell them because everyone already loves it, right? Or I heard you talk about that trip to Cancun that you loved. Oh my word. One of my most favorite things about this job is that I earn free trips while having fun and getting out of the house. It's the best. Oh, how about this one? See, I could come up with tons of these, right? There's just because I stopped to do it. And believe me, once you do it once, you don't have to keep doing it. You just keep tweaking them. How about this? I heard you talk about having to spend so much on pay-to-play sports. Boom. Oh my gosh, I bet that adds up. God, I have to tell you, I love my Scentsy business because I've been able to pay for so many things, you know, like extra bills. And God, I'd love to talk to you more about it later. So you get the idea. All you want to do is just give them that shop and share opportunity and go right up to them and approach them. Okay, how do I change the screen now, honey, please? Boom, boom. Oh, sorry, Joy. Hi, my nephew just did an errand. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, next slide. So now we just did the middle. We weaved our conversations. Did I just do it on my own?
Looks like, is that the slide?
Did I do it all by myself? I did. Oh, just one. Oh, I got this. Okay. This is the end part of your presentation. So this part is not where you necessarily conclude. It's the end part of just the part where they're all, you know, you can tell when your guests are starting to finish up and no one's really checked out yet, but they are really kind of coming together and you can see that they're either writing or they have their questions or their thoughts or whatever. So I want to, oh, okay, here it is. This is the section where it could look something like this. The best part about you all coming tonight, or the best part of you all being here, is that you get to see all these new products close up and personal. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into painting the vision. You know how we talked about having them feel like they wanted to go into the store and check out that clothing when we want to try something on for size and really see if it's going to fit, if it's the right, you know, what have you. I used the example of the Christmas light on the house when I wanted to go check that out. How did I get invited in to want to know more? We got to do the same thing with our products. Are we closing the sale on painting that picture that this is a product that they want, or this is a business opportunity that they want? So can they picture, and this is what I'm going to say, can you really picture yourself with some of these products like in your kitchen? And this is the beautiful thing about home shares or live activities. Really, the catalog doesn't do our products justice. They're not going to get that emotional attachment to where they can see it and touch it, because when we see and touch something, don't we visualize naturally where it's going to go, where it's going to fit, how it's going to go? Where are we going to picture that somehow, some way in our home? Where's it going to go? And that's something that I constantly want my customers to know at my parties. You could say something like, now that you've seen all of these hipster cool, amazing, wonderful products tonight in Lori's home. So now look what I did. I just said, now you've seen them in their home, they're visualizing home. I want you to think about which products you can see you being super useful in your home. How might they help you make your season more festive? How might they make a room more beautiful? Or even a family party just full of wonderful scents. These are the products that you want to look at choosing right away. And believe me, I would love to show you how to bundle them. So I'm going to give you a minute, circle them all down, write them, star them, however you want. But then as they're doing that, because you can tell you're reading your audience, right? Then I'm going to go into the hosting opportunity. So the first part of your close, at the end of your presentation, is where you're bringing it all together, painting the picture of the business opportunity, the products, and closing the sale. Okay. Then I want to make sure I get my hosting opportunities and business opportunity in there towards the end. Okay. So the first part of you bringing this all together is you saying, hey, hasn't this been fun tonight? I would love to come to your home. And remember, I've had these one-to-one conversations with a lot of them in the crowd already, right? Because I just stated the obvious when I was talking to them when they were sniffing, smelling, and all that, okay? I would love to come to your home and help you host a fun evening just like this. When you host a party with Scentsy and pick your date tonight, I get to give your host, Lori, credit. Even more credit. And then I get to come spoil you, and just like she is getting spoiled tonight with all of these great products. And a side note, even when I give a door prize, I give my host the same prize. I really want them to see how much this host is being spoiled. I also know that you can see yourself, see what I'm doing, painting a picture. I also know I can see yourself using many of our products in your very own home. So you're definitely going to want to know how our host plan works. So then you can either walk them through the host plan or tell them what page the host plan is on. It's totally up to your comfort and all of that. I go brief on it because I highlight it when they check out. Then the next part of your close is the business opportunity. This is where your story comes in. Remember how we started, and we just started out simple. It doesn't matter how long you've been with Scentsy. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming tonight. I'm Danette Kroll. I like to say my first and last name. And I have been with Scentsy for 12 years, and I love my job. But enough about me. Let's get on to what is going to be so fun tonight. You could say, oh my gosh, I just started Scentsy last week, and I can tell you I already love this company. But enough about me. Blah, 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 blah. And then you can go on. So it doesn't matter what stage of the game you're in. Did that help with what you were saying earlier? Okay.
Yeah. Just find what's authentically exciting about why you're doing this for yourself.
So here's where you can do the why I came, why I stay. Why did you come is different than why you stay if it's been a while. That's what's so crazy about how powerful this is as a sponsoring message, okay? So I'll even say, hey, earlier I told you I've been with Scentsy for about 12 years and I love what I do. Let me just tell you why I came to Scentsy. I came to Scentsy because I wanted to make a car payment. I just thought, you know what, if I could do a little side car payment, that would be glorious. And next thing you know, I owned my car. And if you would have told me 12 years ago that I would be doing this and not teaching children, there's no way I would have believed you. So you could also say something like, I joined Scentsy to earn some extra money, and 3 years later, I had this financial freedom that I never thought was possible. Or you could say, I came to Scentsy because I was on this treadmill and I just wanted off, and oh my gosh, I was looking for some kind of balance in my life or my work or my job, and I just wanted a better quality of life, and I found so much more at Scentsy. Do you get the idea? So again, I'm gonna leave them hanging. I want them to know why I came. And then I'm going to show another product, or I'm going to make some little, I don't know. What happens after this is they typically start talking about their world. If you make it authentic enough, and I'll say, hey, gosh, if you would have told me 12 years ago that I'd be doing this and not teaching children, I wouldn't have believed you. And then for some reason, either they start asking me questions, or I just feel it in the room that I want to start asking them questions. I want to know, hey, well, didn't you say that you were a nurse? What's your most favorite thing about that? Oh my gosh, I love hearing that. Gosh, finding passion in our job is so important. Do you see what I did there? I did a little side note. So it's important for you to get them to relate to you in as many ways as possible. Now I'm going to tell you why. Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to make a comment about how you can make sure you're hitting on everything here. So notice how on the slide it says first part of the close, painting the picture, and Danette talked about it's painting the picture for the product and how they could see it in their life, or even especially this time of year, the extension of that is as a gift, how excited people would be to be opening this as a gift in their home. Or whatever the situation might be. So painting those pictures either as a gifting opportunity or painting the picture for how they would use it for themselves, that's a buying of the product, right? The next part is the hosting opportunity. So if you think about Scentsy's 3 elements, buy, host, join, all 3 of them are all right there in this close here. First part of the close is buying the product, painting a picture for them buying the product. hosting opportunity as host, and then the business opportunity is the join, right? So buy, host, join. Are you ensuring you're touching on all of those elements here?
So, and then another fun thing is after you've, just started getting them talking about them, then I'll say, I stayed with Scentsy because I had no idea that we would get to travel around the world and see the sites we've seen. You could easily say something that I stayed with Scentsy because I was able to find this life-work balance, or I stayed with Scentsy because I wanted to get out of the house to have my adult time, and now I have this amazing network of women all around the country. So the important thing is whatever you're saying, why you came is going to be different why you stayed. No matter when, and I'll give you an example for a newbie too if you want. But the important thing is you're trying to relate to as many guests as you can, but being authentic. And you're gonna flub it up a few times until you go, I like that. Because it doesn't mean you're lying when you make something else that, if you say I just did it because I wanted some kind of balance, that's not lying. But until you say it with passion, it's not going to be believable. Okay? Yeah. All right, next slide. Boom. Oh my golly, that's all I had to do was paint. I don't need
Sometimes you have to do it, Bob.
Oh, is it even on the laptop? Okay. This is the end of your presentation. You chit-chatted with them. You told them your story. You said what? You said, I joined because, and now you're going to say, I came because, I stayed because, okay? You got all that. Now, I want them to really get an idea. Does the story really paint a picture for them? Do they really know why I'm doing Scentsy? Do they really feel my passion and the benefits of how great it is? Did I just make it look so hard, which is why I love not doing too many games, because a lot of people don't want to do the games. So this is why I like this style of presentation where all you do is literally start with, oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming. I started Scentsy, enough about me. I want to really spoil my host. Just get that big picture in mind. Let's start off. Here you go. You get a free blah, blah, blah. If it's a warmer of the month, and here's why. And you highlight your product in your shop and share. Then you let them go to smell and touch. When I have a table display, I do not cover the entire table display. I definitely highlight a diffuser because it's our highest price point and one of my most favorite products for the value, which is why I go right to that. I purposely don't cover everything on the table because I want to give them more reasons to come up during the shop and share. I want to give them more reasons to want to know more. I don't want to tell them everything. Okay, so when we go to the very end, I'm painting a picture of the business opportunity. You want to close the deal. You could end with something, and this is what I love about sharing, because to me, it really is kind of a warm closing. Oh, look, I wrote a note if you're brand new to the business. I came to Scentsy because I wanted to be able just to do a little more. Do more things for my family and do more for myself and just have more time. I know I am going to stay with this amazing company. It's because I've already seen lives change and I'm already doing more and I love it. So that's an idea if you're a brand new consultant, okay?
And find something that's passionate to you. Like for me, one of the things that's the stickiness element of Scentsy is how generous the company is in giving back to the community or to the cause. So our cause products that we have all the time, how we're trying to make a difference not only with the products that we sell and that people enjoy, but in particular areas where we can be helpful to society. To me, that, I'm at that stage of my life where having just working for money doesn't have the same level of appeal as being able to work for money and be able to give back. Or I can see a lot of, especially new people who join, where they're excited about the opportunity to actually go on a vacation because they could never really afford to do a vacation themselves. So now they can earn a vacation. All I can tell you is all the jobs I ever had, there was never a vacation. If I did a great job, there was never a vacation at the end of my doing a great job. With Scentsy, you do a great job and there can be a free vacation that you can earn too. So that, that can be a very passionate, as long as it's real and passionate to you and it's something, even if you haven't earned one before, but you're passionate about the fact that you can work towards having something like that for yourself and your family or you and your husband or whatever, that, that passion goes a long ways in how you share it. So think about that as you're putting that into why you joined and why you're staying.
Yeah, so one thing that you could do right here is, because I know some of you love a game, play the question game. Oh, well, and I know some of you can say something like this. I know some of you might want to know a little bit more about my job or my business, and I would love to share that with you. So here's a ticket for well, you don't say it like that. For every question you ask, you get a ticket, and then you get to put your ticket in for a super fun prize. So you could do that easily, okay? Well, no matter what, no matter how you do it, you know how we painted the picture of them envisioning the products in their home and them really using the products? That's what we're doing right now when we're trying to get them to envision them as in the life of a Cincy consultant. So something you could say is this. After hearing my story and having fun with everyone here tonight, that maybe some of you might have a place in your heart or in your home for this amazing company. I really do like to say that. Maybe after being here tonight and witnessing the fun and how simple it was, maybe some of you here really might have a place in your heart or even in your home for this wonderful, wonderful company. Or you could say, I'd like you to think just for a minute about Cincy business, what a Cincy business could mean for you and your family. Think about what a little extra income could do for you. Think about what a lot of extra income could do for you. Can you see yourself doing what I just did here tonight? I mean, really? I'm a facilitator of fun. Yeah, you can. If so, then I would really like to chat with any of you more about this and answer any questions you may have. Some of you might even be thinking, you know what? I know someone who really would be great at this. Gosh, I hope you would be willing to give me their name or give them my name, however you're comfortable with that. I want to get my friends together, or you're saying, oh, other of you may be thinking, hey, you know what? This was simple and fun. Maybe I should just get my friends together for a super fun snack and sniff and go from there. Who's going to do the next party? I mean, we may as well keep the fun going. So there you have it. So I just did my purposeful party implementation off of my branding cow. You see how everything is just came to fruition. How do you make your guests feel like they can do it? That's the big takeaway. Okay, any extra thoughts as we go to cows?
No, we'll have a lot more discussion on sponsoring in the weeks ahead. So I think hopefully you can see how every piece of the success formula plays together, how it all pulls together. Everything from prospecting and booking in through the presentation, and how it just transitions right into the opportunity to sponsor, and how all those numbers play into building a successful and growing and continuously growing business where you're earning things like the annual sales award, the annual mentor award, earning incentive trips, and rank advancing and earning more income and compensation from your efforts from building a business in this fashion.
Well, and last week's cow was why you love the company and know why you love the product. Do you see how that plays in the presentation? When you know why you love the product, it's easy for you to know what to highlight and how to do your intermingling and ask the obvious questions. So our cows for this week is to come up with 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. The more booking scripts that you sit down and take the time to come up with, the more natural and authentic you're going to be at your presentations, your hosted activities. Therefore, I promise you, you're going to get more hosted parties booked. You will get more sponsor opportunity conversations when you become intentional, because you're not just going to write these scripts down. You're going to talk about them in your small groups. You're going to play in a mirror with them if you can. It's a presentation. It's supposed to have meaning. Write 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 sponsoring scripts. These scripts are what I read you kind of tonight, what I went over with you on kind of some language that I have used with some of my guests, why I am splashing the opportunity in business and parties in with my story. Okay, so your small group chat conversations, just how are you going to integrate your story into your presentations based on what you heard here, or how, not just based on it, how do you do it? And did any of this really play into what felt comfortable for how you're going to get the sponsor conversations and booking conversations going? And you're going to talk, of course, about your scripts that you come up with. Okay? Moo! Now, our super fun, inspirational ending. Our leadership core competency is all about inspiring, influencing, training, and develop. Well, you know how we just said? It's a presentation. Bottom line, if you don't know what you want to achieve in your overall party presentation, your audience isn't going to know either. Are you just going to do a party to get some sales? Well, yay! Good on ya, because you're just going to get some sales.
Right.
However, if you are going to a party or host an activity with this undying passion that you just know you are going to meet your next team member at your next party, how are you going to go about meeting them? How are you going to go about getting more socials and hosted activities booked at these parties? If you know that, it will happen. It takes practice, but I promise you, if you are constantly coming from your hosted activities saying nobody booked a party, and if you're seeing a pattern, then maybe all you're doing is selling the product. You're not selling the party opportunity. You're not selling the hosting rewards or the fun that can be had of getting people together. Maybe you're not selling or painting that picture and letting guests know what it would feel like and be like to be a Cincy consultant just like you, and even more fun on your team. So if you don't know what you want to achieve in your presentation, your audience won't either. So let's get there with our cows this week. Okay.
It's Thanksgiving week.
Oh, make some amazing memories.
And for those of you who made it on tonight, thank you so much, because we know it's
talk about being thankful.
I mean, right. It's Wednesday right before Thanksgiving is tomorrow. So you have a blessed Thanksgiving holiday, and we look forward to the final few weeks that we have left together in this program.
God bless, and we are so thankful for you. Bye-bye.
Good night.